Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Board of Directors of the Carpinteria Summerland Fire Protection District. May we please have a call to order?
Susie Cawthon.
Here.
Jenna Jenkins.
Here.
John Nicoli.
Here.
Randy McLeod.
Here.
Doug Qualls.
Here.
Robert Kovac.
Here.
This regular meeting tonight is being broadcast live over Government Access Television Channel 21. A recording will be posted on the City of Carpinteria's YouTube channel for future viewing. Do we have a Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you. Randy, for leading us. Item C on our agenda shows that we have no introductions, proclamations, presentations, or recognitions. Item D, we have any public comment? We have no public comment. Item E is correspondence. Would you like to share with us, Chief?
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. So in your packet, there's two correspondence. The first one is an email from Tom Klemo. He's the incident commander of California Team 15, and it's an appreciation to all the organizations that are part of his team, any local governments, counties, state members, and federal members form up these national teams to go and battle fires throughout the whole nation. So he is very appreciative. He's identifying that there's 44 CIM teams, that's what they're called now, in the country. Been a very busy year. This year, all the teams did 4 rolls. Some are on their 5th roll. That's a very busy season for those folks to be away from their jobs and their families. So he's just recognizing and appreciating us for that. For our personnel on teams, we do have 2 key members that are on there. One of them is here, Justin Martin, and then Patrick Cochran. He works on the team too. And then occasionally we have Mike LaMonaco will help out on teams. And then we just have individual people helping out and responding with the teams without being a member, but still helping them out. So he's just being appreciative and stating he knows it's not easy losing key personnel when there's plenty to do back home, and he's just making sure all the jurisdictions, including ours, is aware of his appreciation. The second correspondence is from Deborah Ganley. She was the event coordinator for the 1805 event. She's a retired San Diego Police Department officer, and she was very appreciative of Mike LaMonaco. She worked hand in hand with him to get that event well coordinated. As you know, it did go well, and Mike spent a lot of time there, and she was extremely impressed with him, as we all are. And she just, as a letter talking about his ability to navigate the complexities of the incident, prioritizing the public safety issues and challenges, including the transportation problems at the conclusion of the benefit. She was grateful for his leadership and his abilities, so appreciation for him. And that's it. Thank you.
Fabulous. All right, item F is approval of the minutes.
I move to approve.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And G, financial matters. Do we have any questions on the financial reports? Nothing? Randy, do you have any?
No.
Okay.
I make a motion. Those property tax.
They're coming in soon.
Make a motion to approve.
So I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, so that moves us to item H, our administrative report.
Okay, thank you again. I'll start with, it's going to be quick because most of the items I usually brief you on has to do with our facilities, and we're going to cover that in the board workshop after. Starting out with the current fire we have in Ventura County. I think it's called the Mountain Fire. We talked about it before the meeting, we sent engine 361, which is our brush truck, and we sent engine 161, which is our backup type 1 truck to the Mountain Fire with 4 people on each. That fire started around noon today. Our personnel, they left here around noon today. I think it started like 9 or 10 in the morning. We had excellent recall. When we sent in people out, we got 10 people back in, and most of them are sitting in this room right now. That's your cover crew. And so our BC was able to get 10 people back in. What that does for us is not only back up the full staffing of our 2 engines in our squad, we also have our Type 6 patrol brush truck staffed with 2 people, and that's why you have a bigger crowd here today. So we're actually staffed a little heavier due to the weather conditions. That's extremely a good situation for us. So I want to personally thank them for being here. We are monitoring the threat of that fire. Our on-duty battalion chief and one of the captains is monitoring. I asked them to really pay attention that if the winds shift, is that going to cause a threat coming towards our way? The way the winds are predicted, it shouldn't be a threat at all. It's pretty much pushing that fire towards the ocean. I don't think it's going to change any direction, but we are monitoring it. And to give you an update, I've been watching it all day long, listening to it. Last report, it was 11,000 acres. I'm sure it's a lot higher by then. And many, many homes have been lost. There's been actually some injuries where they called for some ambulances. Last I heard, there's zero containment. And the winds have died down kind of this time of day, but they're expected to come back up right after sundown, which is around now. The winds are going to pick back up again for them. And then there's more winds predicted for tomorrow throughout the day. So they're not going to have, obviously, every ember out. So having any ember on the ground with more winds coming in tomorrow is a dangerous situation. So it's not over. Tomorrow it could rev right back up and get going again on us. So any questions on that?
Yeah, I was wondering where the northwest perimeter is.
Last I looked, there's a river right there. These guys can help me out. It's right up against I think it's the not Moore Park. Do you guys know that river it's bumping up to right now by chance off of your head? So it's up against a river on the left side. Santa Clara River. Thank you. I don't have that. So the last I saw it hadn't jumped that river, and the way the winds are aligned, they don't think it will, but if it jumps that river, then there'll definitely be more threat on the other side of that. And then you're going to have, I believe, Highway 126 right there, and then after that, you're going to have Highway 33 after 126 before it starts pushing towards our way if it keeps moving in that direction. In addition to all that, we currently have 2 people out on assignments, so we had a pretty busy month. Started out with the letter was shown, we had 2 of our team members going to Oregon with the incident management team from the letter we got. We had 3 overhead members going to the Shoe Fire in the Sierra. We currently have 1 still at the Lake Fire in Santa Barbara County as part of the rehab efforts, and we have 1 currently at the Coffee Pot Fire in Kings Canyon National Park by Tulare. So those 2 folks are probably going to be winding down, coming back, but then we have this new fire popping up. So, and here we are, in November. I already mentioned, I'll give you an update on facilities. The last thing this month is our peer support program. We lost our key manager of the program on October 8th when he was paddleboarding off of Montecito. He ran our peer support program for this whole county. He was actually hired by County Fire Chiefs Association. Our water rescue team members participated in the search, and they ended up bringing him back in, and there was a large remembrance of him, a paddle out in Santa Barbara, a ceremony in Santa Barbara, very well attended by all the agencies. And in addition to all that, during those ceremonies, we wanted, the operation area wanted all the city firefighters at these events, so we all provided cover engines to Santa Barbara City, including our agencies, so that the city stations were staffed with us and their folks could be at these events. That's the end of my fire chief report. You have the division reports there. If you have any questions, I could try to answer what I can for those.
I just wanted to say under the health and wellness, all shifts received an A+ in the category of physical fitness. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Good job staying fit. Love it.
Any other questions, comments? None? All right, seeing none, we'll move to item I, Board Communications. Anyone have anything that they want to communicate?
President, I'll just comment and commend the recall effort of your staff. I know how big a deal that is when you send majority of your on-duty crews out, and sometimes it's difficult to get people back. But obviously, these men and women are very dedicated to their job, and I know most of them don't even live close. So it's an effort, and hats off.
So let me add to that. I want to thank you for that comment. We would not send a second engine out. We usually will send the first engine out and try to get what we can, but we can't send a second engine out till we know these people are coming in. And Ventura County had a heavy, heavy need for some resources with what they had going on. So hats off to them for coming in so we can not only send the first engine, but get that second engine over there to help them.
Thank you.
I had another chance to see our department in action, and once again, so professional, so clear, so organized, and once again, hats off to the fine job you do. It's great to see you in action.
Any other board communications? Okay. Let's then move on, and we will open it up for any upcoming agenda items. Is there anything that we have not agendized that you would like to see on a future agenda? Okay, hearing none, item K, we will adjourn the regular board meeting, and we'll move into our board workshop on fleet and facilities. Think so? Yeah.